Okay, so the next project up is going to be this Daredevil helmet. So I got some putty in on the eyes down here where there was holes right through the lid. And you can see we got some bad stepping, the usual. So I will paint this with our filler paint. I will sand it, we'll take a look at it and give it some filler primer and see what we can make. Okay, just a quick update. So I have painted all my Daredevil helmet. He's painted everywhere with our filler paint. I've begun to sand it. Just started on the back right here. So pretty quick, I'm just using a sponge. So this should only take about 5 minutes, and then try to dig out the cracks. And then I'll prime it and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so I have Mr. Daredevil all sanded. So he's ready to go for some filler primer. It's looking pretty good. I avoided the eyes for now. I'm going to do those at the end. The putty's probably still drying in there. So off we go, filler primer, and then we'll take a look at it. So Daredevil's had a round. He had some filler primer, some sanding, and then some, actually had some filler paint, then some sanding and some filler primer. So I'm just starting to paint it for the second round. I'm going to paint the whole helmet, sand it, see if his eyes survive. And when it's all sanded, we'll take a peek at it. So just a quick update on the Daredevil helmet. He's all painted. So I'm going to sand him and then go filler primer for round number 2. This one might not even need a third round. We'll see. All right, so I have Daredevil all sanded. And honestly, I think I might not have to do a third round. Just maybe some touch-ups. And his eyes have survived. Put them in the light. So I think his eyes are going to come out good. So I think this one's just going to be for me. Maybe I'll wear it next Halloween to hand out candy. So I don't have to do a perfect job. So I'm going to go filler prime this, and then we'll take a look at it when it's dry. All right, so Daredevil helmet has gotten, I think, 2 rounds. I'm doing a couple of projects at once, so I get confused. So I'm going to try to paint him and finish him off with the third round. I'm going to work on those eyes a little bit more, get some paint in there and smooth them out. But other than that, he's looking pretty good. One more round, and I think we can get the old smooth as glass finish on this guy. And I might just keep him for me, so I'll paint him whatever color I have. Hopefully there's some sort of red. And it'll look pretty good. So filler paint next, and I'll sand it, and then we'll take a look at it. All right, so I believe I have completed 3 rounds on my Daredevil. I'm doing a couple of projects, so I can't count, but that has to be 3. I do remember saying that this might only take 2, so maybe it is 2, I don't know. I did some more work on his eyes, but I think I'm going to keep this one, so I think it's good enough for me. Nice thing about making it for yourself, doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to go prime this guy and then look at it and see if he needs a wet sand or not. And hopefully I have some sort of red paint that I can paint it red. So we'll just check back in on those steps. Okay, so I just ran up the stairs. I have my Daredevil helmet. So as you can see, the layer lines are all gone and the stepping is all gone. Now there's a spray paint. It's I think it's called Wild Raspberry, especially Rust-Oleum. Perfect for Daredevil helmets and other things that color, but I didn't have any, so I just used this red. And that's okay. The nice thing about just doing something for yourself, right, is that you don't have to do it perfect. So I'll probably just paint some black in on his eyes. Get down there on his eyes. Paint a little black in there. Fill it in. And what was I saying? Oh, so you do it for yourself. I had 3 runs on this. I had a paint run here and one over here and another one because I'm the worst painter ever. So normally you would have to sand all that down, right? And, you know, refill it and smooth it. I just sanded it off and painted it, so if you were here and up close, you could find them, but so if you're not making it for someone else and just yourself, it's a lot easier and actually enjoyable. So this is what I'll be wearing next Halloween to give out the treats. I think that will end this this Daredevil helmet video.